And we're starting off the week learning about how to get more and better and more direct, distinct, what's what I'm looking for, accurate, targeted results when you are searching on the web. Now, I'm going to be talking about this video I've been working with. It uses Google. It talks about Google. However, these techniques work for the other search engines as well. I have many of you. I have shown you and recommended that you use the search engine DuckDuckGo on your Mac. If you're new here and have not heard that before, I'm going to show you that. All right. So far, nobody I see here is new here. Oh, somebody. Oh, see people coming in as we speak. Oh, good. All righty. So let's do that. And I will, let me show you that first, actually, so that we're, because I may be flipping back and forth into DuckDuckGo. And I'll explain to you what that is and why is it. So let me go to Safari. Bring Safari over here. Right. And I'm going to have it just a basic page. Okay. So I don't know why it's, there we are. Switch. Okay. What I'm going to be doing, I was going to do another Safari lesson about backgrounds. We've done that a couple of times. We'll look at it again before the fall. In September, they're releasing the new Mac OS version. It's going to be Mac OS Monterey. And they have completely redone Safari. It looks different, and there are a lot of great features, but there's no point in me showing you all those now when you can't even get them. So, but here's Safari. And I was talking about the search engine. Now, when you go and search in Safari, all you have to do is click up here. You don't have to have a home page for your search engine. By default, when you get a Mac, it's already set to use Google as your search engine. Why? Because Google pays a lot of money to Apple to be the first choice of search engine and the default choice, knowing that most people, they're not very technical, they just want to use their computer, won't know how to change it or won't even have the thought to change it. Like, it's Google, I just Google, okay? And why would some people want to change Google? Well, because they may not want to be so invaded. Because the reason that Google is free is that it's constantly vacuuming up, gathering information about everything that you look at, search for, and building a profile about you that they use to sell ads to you. So you may not feel comfortable with that. That's why here comes DuckDuckGo. DuckDuckGo is a search engine that does not track you. Okay, they don't store your personal information. They don't follow you around with ads. They do not track you ever. Okay. And it says here, okay, we don't store because Google stores your personal information. That's how they make their money. Okay, well, how does DuckDuckGo make money? They make money from private ads on our search engine. On other search engines, ads are based on profiles compiled about you, using your personal information like search, browsing, purchase history. We don't collect that information. Ads are based on the results you are viewing, not on you as a person. For instance, for example, if you search for cars, we'll show you ads about cars, and we can go on and on. I'm not going to go into a whole thing about this, but Google knows a whole lot about you. And it keeps your search history forever by default. Their trackers have been found on 75 million top websites. Oh my goodness. So why use DuckDuckGo? because they don't track, these ads don't follow you around. So for instance, you want to have the experience when you were looking at a shoe store online, and then you go to another web page and you're reading a story, and then there's an ad on the web page or on the news site about shoes, or even the particular shoes you were looking at, because they follow you around and know what you're doing. Okay. Now, Google says, just like the big bad wolf and Little Red Riding Hood, all the better to help you, my dear. Okay, well, all the better to give you better ads. Okay, so you get very similar search results, and there's no trade-off of quality, and it's more private. Okay, so how popular is DuckDuckGo? We don't track our users, so we don't know. Our best guess is 50 million people or more. All right, okay, so, and if you want, I went to duckduckgo.com, by the way. That's why I found this, DuckDuckGo, D-U-C-K, you see it right here, .com. I'm here. And if you want to add it to Safari, click that. And it's going to tell you how to change your default search engine by going into Safari preferences. Well, how do you get that? Well, two ways. You can either just hold down the comma key, the command key on your keyboard and type comma. That brings up the preferences. Or you can click on at the top of the screen, the little white or black arrow, click Safari, next to Safari, click that and choose preferences. So I'm gonna have to bring up the entire, I'm gonna bring up the preferences window on the screen. All right, so let me switch this over to this. Okay, here's preferences that popped up when I clicked on that. Command comma, or I did the little Safari next to the apple and shows preferences. And in here, I'm going to click on search. Now I already had DuckDuckGo chosen. I changed it a long time ago, but yours would probably say Google. You click the little arrow next to Google and you choose DuckDuckGo, and you don't have to do this. You know, that's totally up to you, but I prefer the privacy. You know, that may not be important to you, so you can keep it on Google or whatever, all right? Okay, let's close that. Okay, so let's go back to Safari. All right. Come on, Poppy. Oh, we are back. We're here. Good, excellent. All right. And now I'm going to continue with this. So when I search, how's it work? Same way it does, the same thing. Just click in the search. Okay. Type in mocha almond fudge, and then boom. So you get the same kind of search results. You know, you get your stories here, you get your pictures down the way. It's very similar to Google. Don't get hungry now. All right. Okay. And then up here you have images, and you have videos about mocha almond fudge. Then you have news about mocha almond fudge, great gifts for Father's Day. And then maps. I guess someplace, it's the nearest place you can get them from. Franklin Square, New York. Why is it showing me Franklin Square, New York? Huh. All right. So on and so on. Okay, that's the idea. And then shopping. Works just like Google. Okay, so that's that. So if you change it there or not, as I said before, this video that we're working with, it's about Google, but everything that we're going to show you applies to DuckDuckGo as well. All right, so let me go to new window. And if you're using DuckDuckGo, you can still decide just to, what happened? Oh, put it back on. Okay. You can still decide to use Google just by going to google.com. If you are using any of the Google properties like Yahoo or, Yahoo, like YouTube or Gmail or Google Maps or any of those things, you get to them the same way. You just go in and rather than, you can go to google.com and you still have Google there when you want to use it, okay? And you click the little checkerboard up here on top, right corner, and all the Google stuff here. Your Google Maps, your Gmail, all that stuff, if you still want to use that. Okay? It's there for you. There's no, you aren't blocked out of anything. Okay, good. All righty. So anyway, back to this. Now, when you add to Safari, like we did earlier, that means that when I click in this address bar here, it's a combined address and search bar. When I search for something, of course, if I type in a website, right, like nyc.gov, it brings up the website. But if I don't type in anything with a .com or .gov or anything that's a website, and if I just typed in New York pizza, then it's going to search. It's on a website. It's going to bring me search results based on the words that I typed. I didn't have a .com. A .com means I'm going to a particular website. If I don't have a .com or a .org or .gov or anything like that, it's going to use those. It's a search term, and it's going to give me results. The results are going to be websites that have the words that I was looking for. That's why you see New York pizza. You ever have a New York pizza in Riverside, California? Must be some transplants there, transplants, okay? Then you have New York pizza in Reno, Nevada. I don't think you can get New York pizza outside of New York. It's like, you ain't gonna get it in Reno, Nevada. It ain't gonna be the same, you know? It's like, you know, some place down in the village called Georgia Barbecue. Okay. Well, the man's from Georgia, so it kind of tastes like Georgia, but actually he left the place, so now it's not good anymore. But you know, you can do that, right? Now, the people in Connecticut will tell you the best pizza is in New Haven. And those of us that went up to New Haven a few times to have that Pepe's Pizza might agree. But anyway, back to the story at hand. So I'm going to show you this video, and we'll be going back and forth Google. This is about how to make your, now I'm going to skip the first, I showed this earlier this morning. The first couple of ones weren't very useful, so I'm going to just skip over and go to number 13. And save time. All right. Yeah, let's go skip. That's 15. Let me show you what we're looking at so you can all see it. Here we go. Yeah, the first two are like, not that important, and they wasted time. So, okay, here we go. No, not gonna do that either. Yeah, those two, this cinemas weren't useful. Let's go to 13. I wanna go to 13. There we go. All right. 13 is a good one. And we'll start here.
Searching within websites. Sometimes you read an interesting article on a website and find yourself subsequently wanting to share it with your friends or simply reread it. The easiest way to find the desired piece of information again is to search within the website. To do this, type the address of the site, then a keyword or entire phrase from the article, and it should come up immediately. Our website, for example, is a great source of information on basically anything, so why not use it? Try typing in brightside.me something. Make that something a salad, and it will show you the best salad recipes we've shared.
Okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna go to, shoot, I didn't mean to do that. All right, fine. I'm gonna go back to Safari, and I'm going to go to, all right? And now, I'll do it in both of these, okay? So I'll open up, I'll go to Google, just for folks that may not trust this. Here's Google. I'm going to go to web. Actually, I don't have to go to Google. I'm going to go to the website WebMD. You're probably familiar with that one. WebMD.com. Right? And WebMD, they have a lot of medical articles, so on, so on, so on. I'm going to find some article down here. There's a lot of depressing stuff on here. Okay. Oh, plant-based diet, better for your heart. Yeah, it's gotta be better. Gotta be better than hamburgers and steak and spare ribs. All right, so, all right, and I may not even remember, but and sometimes you go back to a website, it's not, that story may not be in the front page anymore. You go a couple days later. Okay, so. And so what I'm going to do now is, okay, I remember the word plant-centered and heart. I remember those words. Yeah, this article, it was something about plant-centered and heart and or plant diet, heart, something. So I could go, okay, we still on? Okay, good. So here's Google. Okay. And I'm going to go WebMD.com, plant diet heart. And it takes you right here. Actually, that's an old one. Here's one here from 5 days ago. How do I know? Looking at this. That's from 2020. This is from 5 days ago. This is probably the one I was looking at because it was new. It was on the front page before. I click on it, takes you right to it. Okay. Let's try it again. Let me go to something else. Let me go to some other website. Let's go to Vogue. The Vogue magazine, all right? And blah, 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 scroll around. Is there anything on here? Okay, let's go here. Something fun. Okay, Supermodel Guide to Best Home Gym. Okay, oh yeah, I want to remember that. Yeah, great, blah, 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 blah. All right, and maybe a few days later, oh, there's an article about supermodels in a gym. Okay, so what I'll do is, now this time, I will go to just regular DuckDuckGo. I mean, I'll go to the regular. If you haven't set your default engine, mine is set to DuckDuckGo. Or you could type in DuckDuckGo if you haven't done that. Okay, either way, whatever it is. So I'm gonna click in here. If you have, you just click up here and type it in. So I'm gonna put in here, Vogue.com space supermodel gym. And it works the same way. There it is. Oh yes, it goes right to the article. You don't have to go to the front page of Vogue. Because normally you have to go to the front page. If I had done that way, I would go to the front page of Vogue. Oh man, where's that article? It was somewhere on here. I've done this many times. It was somewhere on this page. Where was it? And I missed it or whatever and all that. This way it takes you right to it. Okay? Okay, so let's go back to the movie.
Number 12, the power of the asterisk. When your cunning memory decides not to let us remember that one keyword, phrase, or number we need to find what we're looking for, you can a powerful asterisk symbol. Just use it in the place of the word or phrase you can't remember, and you should be able to find the results you're looking for. For example, you want to see that science fiction thriller that has too many numbers in its name. You got the 11.22, but forgot the 63. If you replace it with an asterisk, Google will find the whole thing for you.
Okay, so that's quickly. All right, the asterisk is another term for it in computer. But anyway, yeah, it's a variable, and it replaces, it could be anything. You use it at the end. When you're looking for a file on your computer, you can do it there as well. Let's go back to here. You can search for a file. And, oh man, what was the name of that? You don't have the full name. So, okay, I'm gonna go up here. I'm back up, I don't want to confuse people. Let me just go to a new tab, okay? All right. And search box is up here. And let's say I'll put, who was that sportscaster guy? Oh yeah, it was Jimmy and I put an asterisks. It was Jimmy what was his name? Was it Jimmy the Roman? Was it Jimmy the Trojan? Oh man, what was he? We'll bring all these Jimmy the boxer. Oh, let's narrow it down. Go back up here, and I'll put in, before I put sportscaster. There's a sportscaster. And look, there he is, Jimmy the Greek, comes right up. Oh yeah, Jimmy the Greek, not Jimmy the Roman. Okay, all right? That's how you do it. I press on it, and there's Jimmy Snyder. Oh, his real name was Jimmy Snyder. Didn't know that. Didn't he get in trouble for saying something racist? I don't remember. Was it him or somebody else? Okay, maybe it's not him. There was somebody. A lot of these sportscasters guys. Yeah, talking about Tiger Woods had an unfair advantage because he had African hips. Yeah, there it is. That was him. Here it is. Here we go. Right. He said the slave owner would breed his man with a big black woman so they would have a big black kid. That's where it all started. The black athlete was better than a white one because he was bred to be that way because of his thigh size and big size. And he got in trouble for that. He got fired and all that, he wasn't 100% wrong. There's some truth in this. In fact, it doesn't make black folks look bad. It makes white folks look bad. But anyway, enough of that. No controversy here. Let's get off of that. All right, go back to the movie. All right. Yes. Next.
Number 11. When lots of words are missing. If it's the lengthier half of the phrase you can't remember rather than a single keyword, try writing out the first and last words and putting around plus the approximate number of missing words between them. Imagine you want to play it cool and show your knowledge of poetry. Everyone loves poetry, right? Or at least pretends to. Anyway, you might not remember the author's name, but you do remember he wrote something beautiful about him wandering with a cloud? Or was it as a cloud? Try typing in, I wandered around for cloud. Google will win this guessing game and show you the full poem by William Wordsworth.
Okay. So that's a little kind of hazy to understand. So let me try to break it down. All right. This time I go back to Google because fun. All right. So, oh yeah, what was that song? Let's see. I know it started with lift, and then the last word was sing. I think it might be like 3 words in between. So I'll put around. And then they put 3. No, they put something else around. They put something else with it. I think you put a parentheses. Yeah, put a parentheses around it. Right? Lift, around, 3, sing. And I think it was all caps. Yeah, all caps. All right. Let's see what comes up. Lift, around, 3, sing. Search. And there it is. Lift every voice and sing. Yep, every voice and. There was it. 1, 2, 3. There it came up. Lift every voice to sing. So, oh yeah, I knew it had lift and sing in it. I couldn't remember the words in the middle. So that's how you do it. So the command is you type the word that it starts with, or the few words that it starts with, and put around in all caps and in parentheses the missing words, how many you think, you have to be exact, and then put the last word, and then it'll bring it up. Okay, and don't worry, I'm gonna put the video into the chat so you can watch it over and over again. This one I'm showing you now, put it in the chat. Okay, so let's go ahead and back.
Number 10, using a number range. Sometimes we urgently need to get the list of events that occurred during a certain period of time. To do so, you can add a time frame to your search query with the help of 3 dots between the dates. For example, if we want to find out about scientific discoveries during the 20th century, we can write scientific discoveries 1900 ... 2000. Yes, it is easy like that. It also works with other numbers. You can try finding products within a certain price range, for example. For that, try Googling GoPro Hero 5 $100 ... 300. In that case, don't forget to include an indicator of what you measure the amount in.
Okay. So we will do that. Okay. So I keep start. I didn't mean to do that. Back to here. Okay. So now let's go ahead and I'll go to, let's close that. And I'm going to use DuckDuckGo again. And this is what's the same. All right. Here we are. Okay. So let's see. I'm trying to zoom in for y'all. Hang on. Let me type this in first. It won't do it unless something is here. Okay. So I'll put Black Olympic. Oh no. Let me bring the page up itself. Okay. DuckDuckGo. Okay, there it is. I'm zooming in. Now I can zoom in. Okay. Black Olympic medalists. Okay. And I'll put 1930 ... to, I'll put to 1980. All right. Let's see what comes up. And press enter. Black Olympic gold medalist, 1930 ... 1980. Okay. So now that one didn't work too well because it's showing 1930. I knew about 1936, the Nazi Olympics, and it goes through the 60s, and it doesn't really give you a range. Okay, so it doesn't have to be that complicated. Let's do something simple. Okay, something simple. Okay, all righty. Let's put in leap years. Okay, 1990. Let's put it here. 2000. ... 2021. Okay, leap years. Let's see what comes up. Here it is. List of leap years between 2000. Let's give you 2000 and 2100. Going into the future. Okay, and let's see here. And you can do it. You can put these are 25 leap years. I could change this one. This one came up. It has a little page here. It says, I'll make this 2021. Okay. I press enter, and the leap years were 2000, 2004, 2008, so on. So you see what it is here. Okay. The leap years are the years where they it leaps ahead. They give you a February 29th. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's go back. So you can use it any kind of thing, any way you want. All right.
Number 9, searching for a title or URL. To help find the keywords and name of an article, type in title : before the search term, without any spaces between them. To find the words from a URL, use in URL : It is important that you make no spaces between words and punctuation.
Okay, so now this is really helpful, as I said this morning. If you want to make sure you get only the title of something, books or whatever, and not websites, because sometimes titles are common words, and it will show you a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, So if I put in here, let's see, in title, colon, and then there's no break between, and let me find the name of a title that sounds like a bunch of common words. Last Man Standing. Okay, now it's showing me a TV series, right? It's only showing me things that have a title in it. Okay, it's not showing me all kinds of stuff about Last Man Standing. It's just when it's a title. In this case, it's of a TV show. Okay, so that's how you do it. All right, it narrows it down. You want to narrow it down. All right, let's go. That's all an example I'm going to use right now. All right, let's go.
Number 8, finding similar websites. If you found something you really like online and want to find similar websites, type in related : and then the address of the site, again, without a space between them. For example, if you thought Nike website has a lot of cool stuff to offer, but you want to see more options, you can ask Google to find them for you. It will easily find related websites.
Okay, so we're going to do that with one we already used already. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go back to WebMD. All right. I'll go to Google again. All right. Okay. So then, related WebMD.com. Did I do something wrong? Yeah, WebMD, related, all right, related, WebMD.com, and then show me WebMD. It's also showing me Mayo Clinic. That's similar to WebMD, all right? And it's showing me drugs.com. That's also kind of in the same category, all right? And here's the 5 best WebMD alternatives. So that's how you do that. Put the word related and then type the website. Put a space and put the website, right? So if I put related and put, what else could I put here? I could put Chevy.com. And Chevrolet, well, he's all, that wasn't a good one because he's all Chevrolet. He's all, it's only one kind of, it's a Chevy. It's not a cat, it's a brand, it's not a category, not a category. Okay, so, well, he had Nike, tried Nike. It was for this brand, men's clearance, Nike.com. It is all kind of similar to Nike. So it was with a category, not so much a brand name, but you get the idea. All right, so let's go in back to the thing here, and let's keep moving ahead so we can get through this. A lot more to go.
Number 7, pull phrases. Framing the search term within quotation marks is the simplest and most effective way to find something specific, and in the exact order you typed it in. For example, if you type in the words, "I'm picking up good vibrations," without quotation marks, the search engine will show the results where those words appear in any order on a website, not in the specific order in which you typed them. However, if you type, "I'm picking up good vibrations" in quotation marks, you'll get only those results where these words appear only in the order you typed them in. This is a great way to find the lyrics to a song when you only know one line from it. We all just need to find song lyrics from time to time, don't we? Click the like button if you use Google for that.
Okay, so now this is great for a whole lot. I use this all the time because I just want to find the phrase, like you said, and put quotation marks around it, it finds the phrase. If you don't, it just separates, it finds results for each of the separate words, and you have a whole ton of results. So for examples here, I'm going to put in here quotation marks. Angels fear to tread. All right. Now it's going to find that phrase. Oh, yeah, that's right. Where angels fear to tread. It's actually a novel. okay? But guess what? Here's the full phrase. What was the full phrase? I can't remember the full phrase. Oh, here's the full phrase. Fools rush in where angels fear to tread. Okay? That's the full thing. So that's how you can do it. Because if I had just put angels fear to tread without quotation marks, it would have given me some like that. But as I went further down, it'll start showing me things about angels and treads and all this other stuff. I keep going on and on and on and on. Oh, there's a movie here called Where Angels Fear to Tread with Helen Mirren. When did this come out? Oh, okay. I'm gonna check this movie out. Oh, it's a British film. Okay, so I never got here. All right, there it is. Oh, it's a period piece set back in some earlier time. All right. Anyway, enough diversion. Let's go back and go back to our movie.
Number 6, unimportant search words. To remove unimportant search words from your query, simply write a minus symbol before each one. For example, if you want to find a site about interesting books, but you aren't looking to buy them, you can write the following: interesting books -5.
All right. Now, sometimes you can search for something, and that's what's known as a Boolean operator. B-O-O-L-E-A-N. That's when what we're doing here is we are using Boolean operators. That's a technical term for searches. When you write these searches like this with these characters, you're kind of like writing a little bit of computer script. That's what you're actually doing, but it doesn't feel like it, which is fine. Okay, so for instance, let's make a new one here, and I'm going to type in okay. I'm going to put in healthy bad idea. You know what? I'm going to put health restaurants, but I don't want vegan. Minus vegan. I need the minus sign. It's interesting. Here's a minus sign on my keyboard. Minus vegan. Okay, so let me zoom in. So I found healthy restaurants, but I don't want vegan restaurants. Okay, so none of these are going to be vegan. It's just other kinds of healthy. So that way I'm not wasting my time skipping over. I don't want vegan. No. Show me. It just removes it. So what I did, I took healthy restaurants and then a space and then the minus sign and the word I don't want in there. Okay, that's how that goes. All right, and that's how you do it. Okay. All right, let's move on.
Number 5, searching images using images. Imagine you were browsing the internet and suddenly saw the picture of the most beautiful coat ever. Or maybe your friend posted from some incredibly fancy cafe but has not added a location mark and wants to keep it secret. Google can solve both mysteries for you. All you have to do is save the picture, hit the camera button on Google Images, attach the picture, or paste its URL. Google will then find similar images on the web.
Okay, that sounds kind of complicated, and it was. So I'm gonna try to do the way that they're doing it. This morning it got too complicated. Now we have pictures on our computer. Let's do something from the web. All right, I'll go back to Google again. Yeah, they both do this, but Google. All right, now there's no camera here. If I go to images, there's a camera there. Search by image. Okay. But I gotta put it now. I can either upload an image from the computer or copy the location of an image. Let's see, DuckDuckGo does the same thing. Okay, I click on, I don't have to do that. Let's do it here. click on images, and this on camera here. All right, it's a little, because I'm not using the site, so in this case, you gotta use the site. Let's go back to Google. I want to bog it down, and I'll show you how to let that go. Search by images, all right? So if I upload an image, this means I have to go to my computer and find the image, or even better still, because we're using a Mac, we could just drag the thing in here. We could drag it right in from the computer into the spot where you can search from. So I'm gonna find a picture of something, nothing too crazy. Here's a picture of some water. All right, a waterfall. So I'll switch, go to my, here, let me go to full screen. Okay. So let's Google there. Here's Safari. I got some pictures in this folder on my desktop. I'm gonna take a picture here and drag it right into here, drop image here. Okay, it's taking a second to get it. Hello, didn't work, okay. That's interesting. Let's try something else. That's so strange, it wouldn't do anything. Maybe it was too big. I don't know, okay, here's another one here. Let's drag, oh, let's drag this one, drag it there. I guess it's still working on the first one. Well, that's not working, okay, oh, there it is. So I dragged a picture of this room in the museum in New Jersey that we went to. And I was finding similar pictures just like it. They look like it. That's what it does, okay? The other way is, I just drag it in. Actually, you don't even have to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Here's Oprah with some computers. Let's see what happens there. It takes too long to do. I don't even know if it's working. Is it working? All right, so let's go back to Google. Okay, so now, and they call it daylighting. I don't know why they called it that, but okay, so here it is. Now, let's close that, refresh. Now, I'm going to click on the camera. It says search by what URL means a website. So if let's say I was on some other website, okay, and I was looking at pictures of baseball mitts, okay, and I found this really cool picture. I'll say I was on a website. I'll say I was on a website. Okay. Little League. Can't type today, huh? Little League equipment. Okay, I'll just pick any one of these things. Anyone. Come on. Oh, it's a baseball glove. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, I could just take the picture of that baseball glove, right? Get on it and find the exact one. And open, I'm gonna right click, open image in new tab. Now I have just a picture, that's all I have. Copy that, go to click on the address bar, right click, highlight it, copy, go to Google Images, paste it, search. That's a lot of work, right? And it showed me the same thing. It showed me the same thing. All right. All right. That's a lot of work. Okay. It's easy if you have it already on your computer. And then in a case like this, copy image, share. Yeah, that thing is there. So if you already had you gotta have, you know what? You have to already have the website for the picture, not trying to drill down into what I was doing. Like he gave the example, if somebody sent you a picture in an email, then you could copy that and put that in there and find it. That's simpler. All right, we gotta move on. This is taking too long for this one particular thing. All right, let's go. I don't mean to stop it. Share.
Number 4, defining words and learning where they come from. Any language, including English, is constantly developing, so new words appear and old words become history. Google will help you define them all easily if you type in define and a colon with no space.
All right, so let me just show you that. I want to, we gotta really cut this down a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna go over here. This is really, really basic, really, really simple. Works on both DuckDuckGo and Google. If I define obstinate. Is obstinate? How you spell it? Yeah. Here's your definition. Okay. All right. Meaning. All right. Unreasonably determined. Blah, 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 whatever. Stubborn. Now, if I want to know the history of that word, instead of define, I will type in etymology. And then obstinate. I spelled it obstinate. Obstinate. Obstinate, right. It'll give you the history of the word. What's the origin of it? Where did it come from? What does it mean in the Bible? It's in the Bible. Not true. All right. And it gives you all the history. So you can either put define or the history of the word. Okay, if you're into that kind of thing. All right. Getting down to the final few.
Sometimes you know exactly what you need and in what shape you want it. Maybe you have already seen a great PDF or PowerPoint online, and now you need it again. Or you just want to look at all the options. Google will help you find the right file. If you want to find a colorful PDF on cat breeds, for example, type in cat breeds file type :PDF. You will get access to thousands of PDFs on the topic in no time.
So he put a space there. So let's go ahead. Now this is really one of the coolest things in here of all, right? So I'm going to go and I'll use DuckDuckGo this time, and I'm going to put I'm going to put something about history of, I don't know, Uganda, colon, and then PDF. So what it's going to do is only going to find websites, history of Uganda, that are printable documents. Okay, PDF means portable document format. So it's not going to find a website with a bunch of links. It's going to find something I can just read or save and read it on my computer or on my tablet, or I can print it out. Here's one. It says PDF right there. So click on that one, and look, it's a report. It's on a website. So there's chapters here and everything like that. You can read it like that. That way you save a whole bunch of time, right? You can, again, I can save it, print it, whatever I want to do with it. All right, let's go back. It's the same thing with Google. Now this time I'm going to make it something else. I'm going to put, let's say I want a PowerPoint presentation that I could show as a slideshow. I'll change PDF, history of Uganda, colon, and I'll change it to PPT, which is the file type at the end of the dot on the file name is PPT. That means it's PowerPoint. Let's see what happens. Yep. Free to view PowerPoint presentation about Uganda, right there. And there's more further down. Okay, slide share. All right, I click on this one. It's a slideshow about Uganda. Okay, here's one here, another one, slide share. And I can see how these slides. Okay, there you go. What if I want to see a video? I'm going to put here .mov. Let's see what comes up there. There's a movie on YouTube about Uganda because MOV means a movie file. Okay. There it is, okay? Let's see. I'm gonna change this to Uganda music.mov. I'm gonna change it to .mp3. MP3, that'll be a music file, a song. And here's Ugandan, here's Uganda MP3 download, African music. Here's a bunch of Ugandan music. I'm not like a Uganda, aficionado. It just came into my head. Here's some Afro pop. So it all depends on what you put. Type what you're looking for, put a colon immediately after without a space, and then you search for, and then you put the file type, whether it's music or PDF or PowerPoint. It could be a Word document. If I put the word DOC, it means it's a Word doc, Microsoft Word. And there's some Word documents online. I put Ugandan military. And you see documents about the history, okay? About this PDF. I don't see many Word documents. People don't tend to put Word documents anymore because a Word document can be changed and corrupted and all that. A PDF is, you can't change it. It's like frozen, right? So you won't see that in Word, but you get the idea, okay? All right, let's go. On to the last couple here.
Number 2, using Google as a spell checker. This trick might seem basic, but it is still very useful. You know how Google politely offers you the correct way to spell words when you make a mistake by accident? You can make the best use of its natural spelling talent. If you are not sure how to write this or that word, try typing it in search queries.
Okay, so let's go ahead. All right, let's go into Safari again. All right, and I'm gonna do them both Google and DuckDuckGo. So let's see, and he said you can actually use the words. Borrow books from the library. I'm gonna get a book from the library. It's gonna say, instead, including results from borrow books from the library. But if you really want to spell it that way, from the library, they'll try to help you, but they can't do much for you, okay? All right, so, okay. Now, one time I was in Pathmark many years ago, and this young woman, I know she was trying to say the word right. She thought she was saying it right, because sometimes folks, instead of saying specific, they say Pacific. Except she's, oh no, I know it's not Pacific. So she said specific, all right? Be specific. And they go, showing results for be specific. Now it used to say, is you trying to say specific? Did you mean this? But now they just put it up here, okay? So it'll spell it the correct way for you. They put it in italics, so you know that that's the way it's supposed to be spelled. All right, let's go. Okay, let's skip ahead. All right, last one is track your packages.
You already know you can use Google to look for all types and kinds of files. It turns out it can also help you track your package real quick. Instead of doing the usual thing and going to the shipping company website, just type your tracking number in a search query. It will work with UPS, USPS, and FedEx. Now you will always know where your package is, and you won't have to navigate any websites or wait for them to load. Finally, it's time for our bonus.
Okay, that's nothing there. It's just a little joke. So now, if you have a tracking number, because I totally forgot about this because I haven't been doing it. I go to ups.com, and then because if you have a UPS package coming, and you go to ups.com, at least now they put the tracking thing right up here, okay? But maybe you get a tracking number and you're not even sure which service it is. All you gotta do is put it up here in the search bar or on Google, put it in the search bar, and it will show you the information about it. Do I have any tracking numbers? Let's see. Maybe I might have something coming from Amazon. There's always something coming from Amazon. Nope, I have nothing coming now. But if I had a tracking number, I would just stick it right up in there. I could still get a tracking number from here. See, it was already delivered. See, his tracking, it was already delivered. I know that, but I'm going to copy this tracking ID right here. Right, tracking number. And I'm going to move to another page. I'm going to put in here. Just put the tracking number right in there. You know what? I should put UPS colon. All right. Then it brings it up. Huh. Now they didn't show you exactly how to do that. So I'm not sure. Do you put a colon? Do you put UPS? You put, and you know, but you know what? It may not even be in the system anymore because it's already delivered. But let's put UPS colon space. So it doesn't do it. It takes you right, it tells you to go to UPS anyway. But here it is, online tracking worldwide, UPS tracking. Let's see what happens. So I still gotta put the number in, so I don't know what I'm talking about. I'll try it in Google to see if it's any different, okay? Maybe Google has a specialty about this. Is Google, has a tracking number, you should put track. Okay, it goes right up. There you go. Track your package. So this is a special thing that only Google has. Track package. It brings it right there. Okay. All right, Google, you won that one. But you know what? That's why I use more than one. Okay. I use more than one service. Now here's something else. Here's a trick. If you're using DuckDuckGo, but you need something from Google, you don't have to go to google.com. There's a thing called a Bang, B-A-N-G. And what a Bang is, it's a way for you to use while you're in DuckDuckGo to search in Google while you're in DuckDuckGo. For instance, here I am, I have DuckDuckGo built into here. So if I put exclamation point, here, let me do it this way. You can't see it. If I put exclamation point G, that means I wanted to use Google. See how it shows up all these Google stuff here? And then I put track and put the number. And it'll open up Google automatically. I didn't have to go into google.com, right? And you know, I don't really want to go to google.com. Every time you go to that page, then it's like, oh, you came to our page, we can start tracking. Even though you are signed into an account, we can start tracking you now. And I don't like to do that. So, and it also works for other. These bangs also work for the other ones as well. If I put exclamation point B, that means I'm searching in Bing. Okay. Well, the Bing does it. Bing doesn't do it. Only Google does that. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Yeah, Bing does it. Bing does it. So then why doesn't DuckDuckGo do it? DuckDuckGo, you disappoint me, man. Track. Okay, it does it up here. If I put track in the number, kind of up here, but it's still an extra step. So, nah, you lose that one, DuckDuckGo. All right. So anyway, those are the ways. So that's the last of the video. I'm gonna put the video in the chat so you can watch it. There's a lot of information in there. You may want to review it yourself. All right, let's go here and go to the chat and voila, video. Ready? And, oh, oops! I gotta put it to other people. Hang on. Okay, somebody asked me how to access chat while they're in the chat. So I understand what you're asking me. If you're in the chat already. All right. Video. Okay. There you go. Okay. So you'll need to be in the chat. If you're in the chat, you're in the chat right now, folks. If you're in there right now, go to that link that's there. You can click on it. Or if you don't want to click on it, if you move your mouse or move your finger, I guess there are 3 dots. I'm on the computer here, not on the tablet. There are 3 dots to the right of it. Click those 3 dots, and it says copy. And then you can just copy and paste it somewhere else. You don't want to copy and paste? Just click on the link. It'll open up to the web page where the video's playing.
Every day, you never.
All right, then you can keep it there for later. All right, that's how you do it. All righty, so that is the story of powerful web searching. Okay, all right, so I'm going to wrap this up and let you know that next week we're going to be doing another Back to Basics. And this is going to be how to safely install apps. Now you all you're familiar with using the Mac App Store. So I think they came about in the last few years. It wasn't always there. But sometimes there's some things that you cannot get from the Mac App Store and how to safely install something from a third party onto your Mac. Download and install it, all right? So we'll cover that. Don't miss that one, okay? So anyway, until then, everybody, so we're having the weather's kind of clearing up. It's supposed to be nice, at least on Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Until then, be happy, healthy, and safe. This is Victor Carr signing off. Hey, what is this thing? It's not leaving. Bye.